Okay, balik po tayo. So, dito natin makikita rito na we know the limitations of the annulment law. And we need to take remedial measures. And we need to work with the IBP and the legal profession to find out how that can be remedied so it does not become such an expensive proposition and the process can be greatly simplified. There are some conditions in the annulment law that make it very difficult.
Yeah.
That if both of you want to get an annulment, you cannot come to court with the same thing. They will say it's a collusion. Napakadaming hadlang. And maybe if you want, justify it from the standpoint simply that enforced slavery is not part of our modern institutions.
Actually, yun din yung sinasabi ko sa church. Primarily, Catholic naman ang pinaka-anti-divorce vocally. Ang sabi ko, marami tayong pinagkakaisahan eh. Kasi kami, even Gabriela, no? Marami kaming pinagkakaisahan ng issues with the church na ang bottom line is injustice. Sabi ko, sa isang marriage na para, yun nga, I think that's a very good parang graphic description. Parang enslaved ka na eh, no? Nasa isa kang relasyon. And I think that there is injustice in that. At palagay ko naman, pag naipaliwanag siguro sa ating mga kaparian, ano, yung ganoong concept na why tolerate injustice?
But I'll also give you a further reason. If a man or a woman caught in a terrible relationship can survive that, he cannot do it on their own, either him or her. It takes God's grace.
Well,
In other words, and if you are going to guarantee me that God's grace will always be sufficient to deal with me in all of my situations, no. You do not know what God's will is. And God's grace is meant there so that you can do God's will. So itong aking nakikita dito na yung question. Now, if you enter into a marriage and the foundation is poor, alam mo, ang nakikita ko kasi dito, when a child grows up, it is a search for identity that is hooked to a mother and a father. And therefore, ang karanasan ng bata sa kanya, ina at ama, ay napakahalaga na karanasan para mabuo ang kanyang identity, mahubog ng maganda. Kasi ang nangyayari dito, much of these unresolved issues, especially in a contentious relationship between husband and wife, will further break the identity of the children. And then, ito ngayon, lumaki sila. Still with broken identities because fundamentally the kind of loving they have experienced is conditional loving. And it never works.
Actually, ang isa pang kasing reality, when you speak of the basic unit, ano, yung family, because of the realities ng ating economic and political situation, ang dami na rin talagang the definition of family is not the mother and the father, di ba? And children.
Extended.
Oo, tsaka, alimbawa, OFW nga, we have 12 million OFWs, ano? Tapos sinasabi nila, may feminization daw of migration ngayon. Sabihin mo ng 50, a little more than 50% ang nanay. Yung social cost niyan. Kaya,
Nobody counts that.
yun yung nakakalungkot eh, na tapos yung bata na, yun nga, no, dysfunction, quote and quote. Kasi it can be, kung maganda naman kasi ang support mechanism, halimbawa, andyan si lola, andyan si tita, andyan yung mga, ano, I think, family pa rin naman talaga ang tawag doon.
I'll tell you something, it doesn't have to involve OFWs. There are many couples working here in Metro Manila. Yung mga anak nila nandoon sa Manay, nandoon sa Bianan,
Talagang
hindi
ano
sila
na.
nag-aalaga.
Oo.
So dito natin nakikita, yung unless the cycle of poverty is broken,
Yes,
the perspective at yung pananaw ng lahat ng tao ay taliwas. Lalaki at babae. Kanya dito, ang solusyon nila pag hindi sila magkasundo, basta't lipat ng tutulugan mo sa gabi. At wala na tayong pakialam sa legalization, kasi kasal, kasi hindi kasal. And that is why, I'm glad that they don't even ask anymore, no? So many and a large percentage of children born today are really coming from illegitimate relationships.
Oo.
If you want to call it that. Although I don't
Oh,
hold
of
that
course, no,
against
the children. Oo.
Oo.
Tama yun eh. May kaugnayan talaga doon sa realities eh. Halimbawa yung poverty, talagang yan naman yung isa sa malaking sumisira eh, nung doon sa
But we have
sa
made
pamilya.
little progress because the level of poverty in this nation is going up, even if it's slowly, and it's not going down.
Yun yung malungkot.
The economy is still not inclusive. I don't care what the claims of government might be.
Yes, oo.
Kulang na kulang dyan. Eh kung yung endo lang, hindi nila matigil-tigil eh.
Tsaka yung bagong batas ng train. Yung train law, tingnan mo ngayon ang impact.
Alam mo, sasabihin ko ganito, no? Take a look at what happened, and not that I'm holding America as an example. What's caused the American economy to go up? Taxation was changed and lowered. That's your greatest impetus for economic activity. Eh dito sa atin,
Baliktad.
baliktad.
Oo.
Sa lugar ng ibaba mo yung batas, itinataas mo.
Itinataas.
At lahat ngayon kailangan magbayad ng mas malaking batas. Di lalo mong pinahihirapan ang tao. Eh ang employment naman hindi umaangat ng
umandar.
maigi.
Oo.
Ayan. We have some text. 0916-736-1553. Congresswoman Emmy, may provision po ba sa divorce bill na pinaprotektahan ang rights ng mga anak, especially kapag nag-asawa na ulit ang kanilang mga magulang? Merong provision, but they are not enforceable because how do you chase an errant father or mother?
Kung wala na. Actually,
At saka lalo na kung naghihirap din sila sa buhay nila.
kahit naman ngayon eh, di ba yung sinasabi mong situation na naghiwalay na, talagang kahit na sabihin mo na, oy, anuhan mo yung mga bata, bigyan mo ng, anong tawag
Suporta,
dyan,
alimony.
suporta. Oo.
No, hindi alimony sa asawa yun.
Hindi nga natin
Child
ginagamit.
support.
Child support. Ngayon nga, ang daming lumalapit sa Gabriela na ang karamihan sa kanila, economic violence eh. Sabi ko sa totoo lang, ang ugat naman yung kahirapan eh. Kahit na ikulong mo yung lalo na
walang binigay sa'yo.
walang trabaho.
Hindi kasi
walang,
I will not call that economic violence. Because it always takes two to tango.
well,
This is the problem with a relationship, and I don't believe that the state should interfere and make its own judgment about who's at fault. This is why ako dito, sana kung mapapasa ito, no, maybe there should be what they call, alam mo sa California, there is such a thing as a no-fault divorce.
ay oo, yung kahit na 3 araw pa lang kayo
In other words, everybody is given the freedom to file for divorce if they feel they made a mistake getting married to a particular individual, and it's not time-bound. Now, I am not necessarily in favor of getting divorced 3 days after you get married.
Grabe.
But still, I think the state should refrain from making a judgment as to why people are seeking divorce. Now, you can maybe put a little bit of restriction there to ensure that they have exerted effort to try to remedy the marriage. And again, balik na naman ako, huwag kayong magagalit. That's the responsibility of the church, not the government.
Ang ano sana
Dapat yan, lahat ng mga simbahan, lahat ng mga parokya, lahat ng mga fellowship.
merong mga ano.
Meron sila, nagre-reach out sila sa mga magulang na, o sa mga asawa na wala dito mga asawa, and then to take care of those families. And give them some degree of spiritual guidance and moral support.
Actually, tingin ko hindi lang, lahat siguro ng institutions, dapat magtulong-tulungan talaga. Yung coming up with yun nga yung mas maayos na kultura or values. Kasi, of course, church is one major institution, ano? Pero kahit siguro yung media, no? For one, paano ba nahuhubog din yung ng ating media? Ang lawak kasi ng parameter ng media na subconsciously nai-imbibe din ng mga bata yung values, ano?
Well, take a look at what comes out on television, what's going out there in terms of children's programs, etc. And then lahat ng ating mga comedy dito, to me, misrepresents the Filipino family, or at least represents the worst of Filipino families and practices. Yun ngayon ang nagiging batayan ng kultura. Nakakalungkot.
Kaya I think tulungan talaga ito Kasi kami, kung kami ang tatanungin, parang sa violence generally, ang gusto talaga namin prevention. Ibig sabihin kahit dito sa marriage, bakit kinakailangan mong
Tutulungan mo pagka
humantong?
nagkawarat na yung
Oh,
relationship.
bakit kailangan humantong pa sa divorce? Bakit hindi sa simula pa lang? Dapat alam mo na yung karapatan mo. Alam mo rin, both naman yan karapatan and
Meron ka bang
responsibility.
waiting period provision dun sa bill mo?
6 months. 6
6
months na
months.
parang cool off.
Oo.
Na
In
pwede
other words, hindi matutuloy
mag-intervene.
ang
Ang divorce.
asunto or ang kaso
Ang kaso.
until after 6 months
6
after it's
months.
filed.
Parang cooling off period. Ibig sabihin, siguro mararamdaman din ng ibang concern. Pwede kasi mag-intervene Mag-intervene yung church. Kasi karamihan naman at least yung mga stakeholders na kausap namin, sila rin yung matagal ng hiwalay. Yung matagal ng abandon, matagal ng sinasabi nila na at this point in time, ang gusto na talaga namin, isang kasulatan.
Alam mo, malaking problema.
Mm.
Huwag ka magagalit. Ha? Whether pastor or priest, many of them are ill-equipped to help out and to be of positive assistance. Yun ang aking problema. So, in other words, it's not sufficient for you to dogmatize people.
Tsaka ang
Paano mo tutulungan kung mayroong problema ito sa marriage? Kailangan maging kaibigan ka nila muna. You have to reach out and talk to them. Talk to the man, talk to the woman, or if they're both available, or whoever is available. And then also, talk to the children to see kung anong kailangan nila, anong pinagdadaanan nila ngayon. Lalo na yan, kung ang unang pag-uusapan mo dito ay pagkain lang, o wala silang pera pangkain. Dapat yan, medyo sinasalo ng simbahan yan at ang mga miyembro. Kasi ang problema dito, gusto natin, yung pastor o yung pare ang sumalo. No, it's the community.
Community talaga.
That must come together and support those in their community that are in need. Kaya sa akin, yun, that is the primary. I mean, the churches have got to be the churches of the poor and the sinful and the lost.
Yes, I agree with you.
Not the holy. They don't need salvation. Holy na sila Di ba?
Ako nga ang hirap sa kanila pa nanggagaling yung initial na napaka-judgmental minsan, Kaya sa akin, ang mahalaga muna talaga, yung una, pagka ganyang may troubled marriage, ugatin din Ano ba talaga? Kasi karamihan talaga ng malaki talagang ugat noong troubled marriages. Yung economic, tapos yung cultural na pagtingin, na talagang magpapakatali ka o hindi ka aalis dyan dahil sinabihan ka na kailangan magpakamartir ka. Tapos, pag nakaalwan yung babae...
Yun naman ay mga advice na binibigay ng mga hindi dapat nagbibigay ng
Bibigyan
advice. Ha? Ngayon, ikaw, kung isang tao ka na lumaki ka sa seminaryo, hindi ka marunong, yan,
At
tapos...
saka hindi nga nagka-girlfriend hindi nga nagka-relasyon
sa lalaki naman.
Well,
I've dealt with this issue before. The problem is that many of the seminarians, and as a matter of fact, if you talk to certain very, very knowledgeable but very, you might say, biased parties, as many as 70 to 80% of the seminarians develop homosexual bonds while in the seminary.
Hindi rin nakakagulat kasi kung yun yung kapaligiran nila, siguro...
Tapos ito mag-a-advise ngayon sa asawa?
Oo. Kaya ang hirap din
Lalaki o babae?
Oo. Kaya mahirap din talaga na iaasa mo sa individual hierarchy ng church or members of the church.
No, you cannot give it just to the hierarchy. It must be to the total community.
Community talaga yan. Pagtutulong-tulungan talaga. Lalo na kung nakakakilala sa couple.
This is why, the words of Pope Francis on this are very refreshing.
Yes.
He's much more open to let the love of Christ be manifest in the life of a particular community or any kind of community. And that means reaching out to the poor and to the lost, the sinful and the suffering and etc. and disadvantaged. Di ba?
Yun ang
Kanya lang, he is resisted by a heck of a lot of other people who want him to insist on dogma.
Yun ang kailangan talaga pang basagin eh. Nasa stage pa talaga. Kaya kami, sabi, ako nga pag tinatanong paano pag hindi yan pumasa? At ngayong 17th Congress.
Ulit next year.
Hindi, sa akin, I think this is one way of, making the issue public. Yung issue ng marriage and relationships. Kasi, minsan, yung hindi nasusuri, no? Bakit nga ba? Yung katulad ng sinabi mo, no? Na hanggat hindi mo inuugat, yung cycle of poverty. Magandang magandang pagkakataon or venue na mayroon kang isang issue na nagiging daan para pag-usapan yung issue ng, of course, hindi ko naman sasabihing women's issue lang ito, no? Sabi mo kanina, this is a national issue.
All right, we have to pause for a few reminders. We'll be right back. Huwag kayong mawawala.